Tired of sitting all day but don't want to splurge on an expensive standing desk? With just a few simple materials and basic tools, you can build your own DIY standing desk converter for under $50. This budget-friendly project transforms any regular desk into a healthier, ergonomic setup, perfect for improving posture and boosting productivity. Whether you're working from home or just love a good DIY challenge, this guide will walk you through creating a functional, stylish standing desk converter without breaking the bank. Let's get building. 1. Why a standing desk converter? In today's sedentary world, sitting for prolonged hours has become the new smoking. More professionals are turning to standing desks to combat fatigue, poor posture, and the health risks of inactivity. But commercial standing desks often come with a hefty price tag, ranging anywhere from $150 to over $500. Enter the Standing Desk Converter, a simple add-on that transforms your existing desk into a flexible, adjustable workspace. What makes a DIY standing desk converter so appealing is that it allows you to reap the benefits of standing while working, without the expense. Plus, with a bit of creativity and effort, you can make your own for less than $50. It's not only budget-friendly, but also customizable to your exact needs and space. Whether you want something sleek, rustic, or space-saving, you're in complete control of the design. This project is ideal for remote workers, students, gamers, or anyone seeking more ergonomic freedom. 2. Planning your design and measurements. Before you start gathering tools or running to the hardware store, take time to plan your desk converter's design. First, measure your current desk height and determine your ideal standing height. Typically, your keyboard should be at elbow height when you're standing, and your monitor should be at or slightly below eye level. That means you may want to build 2 tiers, one for your keyboard and mouse, and another raised shelf for your screen or laptop. Sketch your design on paper or use a free 3D modeling app like SketchUp to visualize it. Think about space. How wide is your current desk? Do you need it to be collapsible or mobile? Will you store it when not in use? Keep things compact if you're in a small room. Your design should be stable, support the weight of your devices, and blend with your room's aesthetic. Simplicity and function are key. 3. Tools and materials you'll need. To keep the cost under $50, you'll need to be smart with materials. First, here's a basic list of tools: a drill, screws, a handsaw or circular saw, measuring tape, sandpaper, wood glue, and a screwdriver. If you have access to a power sander or electric drill, it'll make the job easier, but they're not necessary. For materials, pine wood or plywood are great affordable options. Look for pre-cut shelving boards, around 24 to 30 inches long, 10 to 12 inches deep, at your local home improvement store. You'll need 2 to 3 boards depending on your design. To raise your platform, you can use shelf brackets, small crates, or cut wood blocks as legs. Optional items include corner braces for stability, furniture pads to avoid scratches, and wood stain or paint for finishing. Reclaimed wood or repurposed furniture pieces can also help keep the cost low while adding character. 4th, building the keyboard and mouse platform. The main platform, where your keyboard and mouse will rest, needs to be sturdy and just the right height. Start by cutting a board that's wide enough to hold your keyboard and mouse with room to spare, typically 30 inches by 12 inches. Next, decide how high this platform should sit on your desk. Most users find that 10 inches to 12 inches above their desktop is ideal, depending on their height. You can create legs using wood blocks or attach adjustable shelf brackets underneath. If you prefer something portable, consider placing the board on top of 2 stackable crates or wood risers. Drill pilot holes to prevent splitting, and screw the legs or brackets securely. Once assembled, sand the entire piece smooth to avoid splinters, then stain or paint it to match your workspace. This platform is the core of your converter and must be completely level to ensure comfortable use. 5. Creating a monitor or laptop riser. Your screen should sit at eye level to avoid neck strain, which is where a secondary riser comes in. If you're using a monitor, measure the width of the base and add 2 to 3 inches for safety. A board sized 18 inches by 10 inches is usually sufficient. Raise it using 4 to 6 inch tall wooden legs, blocks, or small boxes. You can also reuse old wooden drawers, PVC pipe sections, or thick books. Get creative with what you have. For a more polished result, attach 4 equal-sized wooden legs with screws and wood glue, then finish with paint or varnish. If you're using a laptop, consider building an angled stand instead, with a slight tilt and a lip to prevent sliding. Alternatively, use stackable risers so you can adjust the height. Make sure the riser is positioned directly above your keyboard platform to minimize reaching or twisting during use. It should feel like a natural extension of your workspace. 6. Assembling the converter and final adjustments. Once all parts are ready, assemble the desk converter on top of your regular desk. Place the keyboard platform first and test its stability. Rock it gently to ensure it doesn't wobble. Then set the monitor riser towards the back, aligning it with the center of the keyboard platform. Make small adjustments if needed. You may want to add felt pads or rubber grips under the legs to prevent slipping. Cable management is important too. Use adhesive clips or zip ties to route wires neatly along the sides. If your converter includes detachable parts, label or number the components for easy reassembly. Test your setup by standing and typing for a few minutes. Your wrists should be flat and neutral, and your screen should be directly in front of you at eye level. If you feel any discomfort, tweak the heights or angles slightly. Don't rush this step. It can make or break your setup's comfort. 7. Optional add-ons and enhancements. Now that your DIY standing desk converter is functional, you can personalize it further. Add a small shelf underneath the monitor riser to hold pens, notebooks, or chargers. Attach hooks or clips on the sides for headphones or USB cables. If you like mobility, add small caster wheels with locking mechanisms to the base, especially useful if you're using crates or box legs. Consider adding an anti-fatigue mat beneath your feet. It'll make standing for long hours much more comfortable. If you want even more versatility, build in hinges or folding legs to allow your converter to collapse and store flat when not in use. You can also mount a tablet holder or attach a mini whiteboard to the side for notes and reminders. The beauty of going DIY is that you can modify it endlessly based on how you work, what tools you use, and how your workflow evolves over time. 8. Staying productive with a standing setup. Having a standing desk converter is a great first step, but using it correctly matters just as much. Start by alternating between sitting and standing every 30 to 60 minutes to prevent fatigue. Invest in a supportive mat and wear comfortable shoes. Maintain good posture. Keep your shoulders relaxed, elbows at 90 degrees, and wrists straight. Use a small footstool to shift your weight occasionally, which helps prevent stiffness. Don't forget to stretch throughout the day. Keep your workspace clean and clutter-free so it doesn't feel cramped at standing height. Track how your energy and focus improve over time. Many users report better concentration and fewer back pains. A DIY converter also gives you psychological ownership of your workspace, which can motivate you to stay organized and productive. For under $50, you've created a setup that's ergonomic, attractive, and tailored just for you. A smart investment in both your health and your workflow. If you find this content helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment below.